Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Palmer Imaging Arena here in Delmont, Pennsylvania. I'm saying that a lot recently, but we'll get through to that. It's been about 2 months since I called a game. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here on our Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube and 10band.tv. It is a PIHL girls matchup between the visiting Central squad and the East squad here at Palmer Imaging Arena. We're on the far rink, the UPMC rink, which is formerly known as the West rink. We're going to talk about these two teams, starting with the Central squad. They're led by Charlie Wagner, assisted by Robin Barber and Brianna Doherty. Number 1 will be Riley Bianchuli. Number 7 will be Melanie Peets. Number 11 will be Talia Hurst. Number 13, scratch tonight, Merle Dankmeyer. Number 17 will be Elizabeth Jarrett. Number 20, Teresa Warner. Number 22 will be Danica Waddle. Number 24 will be Rachel McRae. Number 27 will be Danica Ginn. Number 29, starting in net tonight from Bentworth, Brady Blackburn. Number 43 will be Sydney Wilson. Number 51 will be Layla Barber. Number 57 will be Leah Eichhorn. Number 70 will be Alexandra Chappell. Number 73 will be Kaylee Lazaro. Number 81 will be Caitlin Carnes. Number 92 will be Alexis Claycomb. Backing up this evening for the Central squad. 1-4 on the season, looking to get on that win column as we go back around. On the opposite side in the blue with the black trim, it is the East squad, led this year by head coach John Yakmak, back for his third season of PIHL girls, assisted by Jennifer Porter, Chloe Downey, and Rob Cabrera. Number 8 will be Ashlyn Graham. Number 10 will be Lily Ash. Number 15 will be Megan Cabrera. Number 16 will be Emily Pluck. Number 20 will be Alyssa Pilarski. Number 21 will be Olivia Yakmak. Number 22 will be Lauren Gray. Starting in goal tonight, number 29, Caitlin Porter. Number 31, Grace Laboda. Number 37 will be Ashlyn LeBlanc. Number 61, Kylie McKenzie. Number 67 will be Lauren Quayle. Number 68 will be Anna Daniel. Number 77 will be Briley Webb. Number 82 will be Madison Kirsch. Number 92, Corinne Brunetto will be skating out tonight for the Blue Squad. Going to finish up warm-ups in about 2 minutes. Thank you for joining me here on this Tuesday evening from Palmer Imaging Arena. Once again, I'm Brian Mitchell. This is PIHL Girls League Hockey, live on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest YouTube and 10band.tv. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to the Palmer Imaging Arena here in Delmont. I am Brian Mitchell. It is time for some PIHL girls action. They're finishing up warm-ups now. It's been a while since we've been here. The schedule has been pretty rough for us to be able to get out this year so far. Hopefully we'll get a couple more games in before the postseason rolls around in a couple weeks. As always, thanks to 10band TV for allowing us to simulcast all year. Year number 3 of the PIHL Girls League. For myself, after calling the original season solo, we added on 10band last year and throughout to this season. So thank you all for your support and following keeping us coming out. As I always caution everybody before a game, the numbers will come with the names, but it should be pretty easy, as I've been calling these for some of these names for 3 years now. 17 minutes the time. Here we go. We'll line up at center. It's going to be Madison Kirsch lining up with a number on the faceoff one by the East squad. Brunetto will dump this one around back on the backhand. Second opportunity trying to get up to Kylie McKenzie. It'll go into the zone. Carnes goes back into the corner. Caitlin Carnes throws one around. Looks and finds Rachel McCray. McCray will just dump this one around the outside, back along the boards, clears it outside of the zone where it's going to find Leah Eichhorn. Eichhorn will throw this into the center. Opportunity comes back for the East squad. They'll bounce it back in. Kylie McKenzie into the zone. McKenzie comes on, tries to throw one through the center. Kirsch couldn't get a shot off. Picked up. Carnes will battle her behind. Kirsch back out to McKenzie. It'll go to Kirsch in the corner. Coming across, picked up by the central squad, and McCray will carry it out. Rachel McCray up along the boards, dumps it in. Back behind it will go for Olivia Yakmak. Yakmak will backhand this one up along the half wall, back out for for LeBlanc, who dumps it back out. Falling down was Kirsch. Back across for McCray. McCray into the zone. Comes to the circle, drops back on the backhand, throws one through, shot on, saved by Porter, comes across back to the corner. Picked up by Wilson. Wilson throws one to the slot. Opportunity here, shot on, going to be picked up and cleared out. Opportunity here by Brunetto, loses the puck back. Carrying it in and shot on, save made. McCray will shoot and score. It'll be a 1-0 lead for Central early here. 15:45 remaining in the first. Rachel McCray picks up a rebound out front and fires it home. Ashlyn Graham will step in. And it'll be won by Alexander Chappell back. He picked up and dumped in by the Central squad. Chasing it in is Danica Ginn. Ginn passes one out to Carnes, throws one on, it's blocked and dumped into behind the net. Thrown out by Chappell. Carnes shot saved by Porter. Rebound comes back out to the slot, picked up. And Central trying to get outside. East trying to get outside the zone. It'll be passed back out where Carnes will regroup at center. Carnes comes in, tries to get around. A defender does so. Nice little play to get into the zone. Carnes onside shot gets tipped and out of play. 15:10 remaining in the first. 1-0 Central leads. Well, face-off coming up to the right of Caitlin Porter. Porter in her third season at the PIHL Girls League. Cross out of Hempfield. It'll be picked up and carried by Emily Pluck. Trying a backhand. Pluck will battle with Warner. It'll go back to the slot. Pluck's going to pick it up and get it in the zone. Pluck. It's offside. They'll have to regroup. Picking it up Central. They'll clear it outside the zone. Warner brings it in. Warner on the ball. Comes down into the far corner. Warner behind the net throws one to the slots. It'll be opportunity here. Oh, it's going to be bounced back out and picked up by Pluck. Emily Pluck will just bounce this one back out of the zone. It'll be picked up and carried by the East squad, and they'll just dump it in. Chasing it down is Megan Cabrera. Behind the net and picked up, carrying it out is the Central team. Backhand will come across. It'll be picked up, and they'll regroup. Yakmak will dump this one in. Sorry, that is Laboda will dump this one into the near corner, picked up by the Central squad. Lazaro will dump this one back out to the slot. Hurst couldn't get to it. Back around Jarrett. Jarrett behind the net. Has the battle through Kirsch. Down, dumped in by Briley Webb. Go back behind Madison Kirsch. Gets around everybody, looks for the shot through, can't make it out, and it'll come outside the zone. Picked up by Anna Daniel and dumped back to the line. Picked in and thrown in by Briley Webb, the Greensburg-Salem native. Back down they go in the far corner. The girls will battle along. Picked up by McKenzie. She'll pass it out for Madison Kirsch. Tries to leave it for McKenzie, but it'll be picked up by Jarrett, and Jarrett will watch this one go outside the zone. And East will pick up and come back in. Penn Trafford's Kylie McKenzie throws one across, opportunity for Kirsch. Back behind Kirsch, gets battled off, and it'll be blocked in by the Central squad, and out they come. Passing it out for McCray. McCray tries to get through a couple defenders. It gets dumped into the zone on net. Porter will hold on to. 12:53 remaining. We'll have a face-off coming up inside the zone. Peets will win the face-off back. Go back for McCray, back to Peets, throws it through the slot. Trying to go after Leah Eichhorn, couldn't play it, so it's going to be carried back out. And out comes Lauren Gray. Goes behind the net. It'll be picked up and carried out by Warner. Turning around is Gray. Central will regroup back. Dump it across the blue line, looking to get to McCray. McCray gets across center. Gets across the blue line before she's picked by Olivia Yakmak, and it'll be dumped back out of the zone. Kyla Lazaro will chase this one down behind the net. No icing on the play. 12:09 remaining. Lazaro, the Hampton product, will pass this one out for McCray. McCray brings it in, looks for the backhand. Goes back to the forehand, back to the slot, up for Lazaro. Lazaro's shot, low, blocked. Comes back out for McCray. McCray goes to the top of the slot, waits. It gets taken down. Opportunity here for a shot by Leah Barber. And another save by Porter on Leah Eichhorn. 11:41 remaining in the first frame. Central leading 1-0 on a goal by Rachel McCray. Face off one back for Carnes. She'll back this one out. It'll be dumped around, picked up. And shot on right behind the net. We have a penalty coming up. It's going to be on the East squad. Tripping is the call. Power play coming up for the Central squad. Looks like the guilty party is Grace Laboda, a first year from Freeport. Face off to the left. Kirsch will dump this one back around. And carrying it out is the East squad. Out comes Kylie McKenzie. McKenzie into the zone. McKenzie trying to get a shorty here. Back behind the net. McKenzie on the half wall. Loses this one to Sydney Wilson. Goes right back to McKenzie. Coming across Kirsch in front. Opportunity. Goes to the backhand. Goes around all the defenders. Burns a little bit more time back in the corner. As McKenzie behind. Finds her. McKenzie behind the net. Throws one off the skate. And it'll be picked up and cleared out by Jarrett. And we'll have ourselves no icing on the play. Porter leaves it around behind the net. Lauren Qualey throws one out, picked up by the Central squad. That was Chappell. Alexander Chappell tries to get around Maddie Kirsch. Kirsch out of the zone. Comes across the blue. Big rush and cleared out. Opportunity here for the East. The Central squad for Warner. Cleared in by Wilson. Goes off and into the corner. Picked up by the East squad, and carrying it out is McKenzie. 47 seconds remaining in the advantage for the Central squad. Banchuli couldn't play it, so it's going to be cleared back out by the East, and back it will go where Kern will chase it down. Sorry, Anna Daniel will chase it down. Back down, it'll be cleared up. We'll be back. Alyssa Pilarski battles behind. It'll be shot on nicely by Warner. Teresa Warner of Hampton. Zone back out to the point. Back down it will go. And that'll be Anna Daniel throwing one back in to the zone. Daniel will have to chase this one down. Her partner Lauren Gray throws one up along the half wall. They'll have to regroup. Daniel once again behind the net trying to get it out of the zone. She'll bounce this one back out, kept in by Central. Penalty has expired, and it'll be dumped out of the zone. And across it will go for Warner. Teresa Warner of Hampton will dump this one around. And Ashlyn LeBlanc chases it down, but it'll be kept in. Ooh, hit there. I'm going to say that one was accidental. Melanie Peets takes the worst of that one. Cleared up. McCrae right in front of us. Picks up the puck. Loses one back into the zone. Jarrett chases down, throws one out for Peets. It'll bounce around. Jarrett back for Eichhorn. Jarrett across, and it will be once again Jarrett battling along the half wall to be cleared up, and they'll say offside, and out comes the East squad into the zone. Oh, big play here, opportunity shot on, and Brady Blackburn makes the save, and it bounces back out. That was a good shot by Briley Webb of Greensburg-Salem. Cray bounces this one off the half wall. Opportunity here for Peets. Coming into the zone is Melanie Peets. Shot on, looks for the pass across, saved by Porter. Rebound comes across, and it is Elizabeth Jarrett. This one back out, opportunity coming the other way for the East squad. That's Emily Pluck. Pluck comes in, shoots one off the back glass. It'll be shot up, and Peets tries to play it, but it'll be Madison Kirch. She comes in, looks on the backhand, shot on. Big glove save by Blackburn. 7:24 remaining in the first period. Still 1-0 Central. Of course, the story of last year was, of course, Brady Blackburn coming in relief in the championship game after both of the Southwest squad goalies couldn't play and ended up taking the win and the championship, becoming a two-time PIHL champion in the same season, winning one with Ringgold in the D2, and then her second one with the Girls League. Back down it goes, Alexis Claycomb. Be cleared up, an opportunity coming up. Kylie McKenzie chasing it down. McKenzie gets around a defender. McKenzie looking to be a nice play by Carnes. Back out it goes, and picked up by Alexandra Chappell. Allie Chappell will dump this one in behind, where Quayle was one up along the boards, picked up by Carnes. It'll be tipped around and on and held on to by Porter. 6:36 remaining in the first. 1-0 Central leads. Face off to the right of Porter, won by the East squad forward, but it's going to be kept in by Lazaro. It'll bounce around. Bianchilli will dump this one behind. Quayle tries to tip this one around. It's going to come back out to the slot and picked up and carried out by the East squad. It'll be dumped back down. They're going to call that icing. 6:15 remaining in the first. Ashlyn Graham will step in with Teresa Warner. It'll be won back by Graham. Behind the net, it'll be Anna Daniel. Along the half wall, cleared across. Down behind. The central squad will throw this one through, and it's going to be picked up by Kylie Lazaro. She'll throw one on net. Porter wasn't ready for it, but she was able to find it at the last second and hold on to it. 5:52 remaining. She'll hold on to it, and we'll have another face-off coming up in the zone. Be cleared back out. Elizabeth Jarrett's shot will go wide of the net off of a tip. Back behind Daniel. Throws one across. It'll be picked up. McRae's looking for her second. She gets her second, and that is a 2-0 lead for Central. Rachel McRae. .543 remaining in the first. 2-0 Central leads. Megan Cabero will step in with Peets. It'll be one back to McRae. McRae will chase it down behind the net. She has a little bit of pressure coming from the East squad. Behind it goes. It'll be Leah Eichhorn. Eichhorn throws up along the wall. Picked up by Emily Pluck and thrown across. Carrying it out is Olivia Yakmak. She'll dump this one in behind. Picked up by Caitlin Carnes. Bates throws one across. It'll be the East squad having a hard time collecting it, and it will be picked up. Shot on, save made, held on to by Blackburn. On a shot by Megan Cabrera. 5:05 remaining in the first frame. Kirsch will win the face-off across. It'll be one to McKenzie. Goes back to Brunetto. Brunetto's shot goes off the skate and down low. Had Kirsch in front. Pick LeBlanc. Back around for McKenzie. McKenzie throws one in front of the net. Picked up by Kirsch. Back to McKenzie. A battle off but Chappell behind the net. It'll be picked up and carried out by Teresa Warner. She'll just dump this one down. Sydney Wilson will chase this one and get there first. There's an opportunity with Danica Jin behind the net. Wait along the half wall. Throw one through the slot, and carrying it out is Kirsch. Gets taken down throughout the play. Penalty coming up. This one will be on the Central squad as it's touched up. Tripping is going to be the call. East will head to the power play. Central leading 2-0 East. Heading to the power play, 4 minutes remaining in the first frame. Face-off won by the East squad, and it was a nice little opportunity there. 2 straight shots, really nice by the East squad. Off the face-off, Ashlyn Graham had a beautiful opportunity, and Lauren Graham threw one off of the top corner of Blackburn. It was able just to deflect it behind the net. To come back around with the second opportunity and held on to by Blackburn. Pete leaves one around for Carnes on a Central win. Carrying it out and dumped in by Peets behind the net. Up by Teresa Warner. It'll be cleared out, carried out by Pilarski. Alyssa Pilarski throws one through slot opportunity here for Kirsch. It goes back to Quayle. Quayle throws one over. Shot on, look for the tip in front. It bounces it around. Blackburn falls down trying to find the puck. It does end in the far corner. Back around, picked up Kirsch behind the net. Throws one in front, had Gray there, but opportunity comes back out to the slot. Shot on, save made on a shot by Pilarski. Rebound comes out, an opportunity coming the other way for the Central squad. They're going to go 1-on-4 and just dump it back in. It goes on net icing. Wait, there's a penalty coming up. They're going to call a high sticking penalty here. With 2:57 remaining. Alyssa Pilarski will head off, the first year from York, for a high stick, and it'll be 4-on-4 for 58 seconds. Face off one back by the East squad. Go off and cleared out for Kylie McKenzie, 4-on-4. They'll go across. It'll be picked up by Kirsch. Madison Kirsch into the zone. Gets through. Comes for the shot. Scores! What a shot by Madison Kirsch. Pulled that one around, put it off the far post and in. 4-on-4 goal. 2-1 is your score. 2:42 remaining in the first frame. Face-off was won by the Central squad. It'll be cleared back in, and possession will be the East squad. Anna Daniel will dump this one in across. It'll go off of the netting. We'll have another face-off. 2:30 remaining, 30 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. One back. Ashlyn LeBlanc. This one will be cleared up. And Teresa Warner leaves this one around. Brunetto will carry it in herself. Was talking with Jennifer Porter, the team manager for the East squad, and of course the president of the Hempfield Hockey Association before the game, saying that Brunetto and Porter were rotating throughout the year in net, and then the person that wouldn't be in net is playing out this season, trying to help out their squad. Ashlyn LeBlanc will carry this one across. Penalty coming up against the Central squad. Oh, no penalty. It was offside. I apologize. I misread that one. Back behind, picked up by Teresa Warner. She takes it on the backhand up across the Central, and she'll dump this one out. Central will carry it in. Jin will shoot one on, looking for the backhand opportunity. Shot. Big save by Porter. Gets down, gloves it down, and just bounces it back out to the slot. It'll go back into the corner. Central sets up shop. Opportunity going around on net. Held on to by Porter, and she'll just smother it. 20 seconds remaining in the power play for the Central squad. 1:17 remaining in the period. Porter gets down into splits and just knocks one down with her glove. Good play there. Carnes will throw one on net and big glove by Porter. Caitlin Porter, the junior from Hempfield this year. Back for Carnes. Carnes throws one on. It'll bounce around. Save made. Rebound comes out and held on to. 1:04 remaining in the frame. 7 seconds remaining in the power play for Central. 2-1 is your score. Central leading East. Once again, thank you for joining me here on this Tuesday evening. Alexandra Chappell throws one back. Shot on by Jarrett. Rebound comes off and a nice little deflection, but a save by Porter. Porter looking sharp here so far. Stopping everything except for anything from Rachel McCrae. Back across, it'll come out. Carnes will chase it down. 46 seconds remaining in the frame. Go back to our right. We picked up. Carnes will bounce this one out. Has a little bit of pressure there from Pluck. Shot on by Lily Ash. Goes back out. Shot on behind by Bradley Webb. There we picked up. Carrying it out is Carnes. Anna Daniel will back this one back across, and really picked up. Kirsch coming through with a head of steam. Madison Kirsch shot goes off of a couple things and back down behind. Jarrett will dump this one up along the half wall, back out. Picked up by Daniel, but it does go out. 4 seconds remaining in the first frame. We're going to go to the end of the period here with your score. The Central Squad 2, the East Squad 1. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is our PIHL Girls League coverage here on 10-Band TV and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. We'll be back with your second frame. Back here for the second period. 2 goals from Rachel McCrae for the Central Squad and a goal from Madison Kirsch for the East Squad. Your score tonight, 2-1. We have Elizabeth Jarrett and Madison Kirsch lining up for the face-off. I'm sorry, this is Melanie Peets lining up for the face-off. We won back and carried in by Barber. Barber throws one out to Eichhorn. Eichhorn will leave this one behind. Back around Peets along the half wall. Back down to Eichhorn. It goes past her. Brunetto will chase this one down. And the backhand out for LeBlanc. It'll bounce out and kept in by Brunetto. Back down for LeBlanc. It'll be picked up by the East Squad coming back in. Kylie McKenzie will carry it into the zone. McKenzie coming in on the backhand. Gets tipped out nicely by Teresa Warner. It'll be shot on. Just goes wide. Kirsch throws one through the slot. Opportunity coming up. Goes back down for Kirsch. Madison Kirsch. Here's one for McKenzie. McKenzie throws one an opportunity. Big tip. Big save there by Blackburn. Gets a stick down. Might have been tipped by a defender in front. Carrying it out. And back in is Eichhorn, and offside is the call. 16:09 remaining in the second frame. The face-off will come to our right. Lotto will step in with Peets. Sorry, with Ashley Graham. Ashlyn Graham. Back behind it will go with Alyssa Pilarski. Carrying it across, a little bit of pressure, turns it over to Central. Quayle will throw this one across, picked up. And Graham will dump this one down, but there's an opportunity, and it will not be enough for Lauren Gray to get there, and we'll have an icing call. 15:48 remaining in the second. Face-off will be won by the East Squad. Quayle will dump this one back along the zone, dumped it by Jarrett. Be cleared up, Bianchulli. Back around, Lauren Quayle will just throw this one through into the corner, back out Bianchulli. They'll bounce it up along the boards, put in by the Central Squad. Go through, and Lauren Gray just dumps this one up to the point and cleared out. Past where Jarrett will chase it back into her own zone. Elizabeth Jarrett, one of those 3-year Girls League members from Burrell, comes back across. They dumped in. Laboda will dump that one back across for Jarrett. Right across, Laboda. Back down, Waddle will just throw this one into the zone. And Greensburg Salem's Anna Daniel passes this one out. Laboda will just dump it back in. Back down on Brady Blackburn. Dumping it in. Cross is the East squad back in. Opportunity throwing one across for Grace Laboda. Shot on. Save made by Blackburn. Rebound comes out and carried out by Allie Chappell. Allie into the zone, gets around everybody. On the backhand, shot on, save made by Porter. Rebound goes into the corner. Jin behind the net for Chappell. Chappell muscles one off behind. Goes in front for Wilson, but it's going to make its way out, and it's going to stay in by Warner, who bounces it off her skate and out. They'll have to regroup. Carrying it in. And out it goes. Sydney Wilson. It'll get dumped back in. Daniel sits and waits. Throws one up on the far wall. Picked up by Emily Pluck. And down there. In the near corner. Chappell behind the net. Throws one through. Picked up by Briley Webb. Up around, and Wilson watches it leave. Backed up. Webb will touch it, and it will go out. .12:50 remaining in the second frame of a face-off to our left. One across by the East squad. Dump it in. McCray back into the zone. Peets will dump this one in behind. Picked up and carrying it out. It's Madison Kirsch. His own McKenzie. So up and up Eichhorn. Eichhorn gets around a defender, has a little bit of a trouble getting into the zone, and Kirsch will pick it up and carry it back in. Maddie Kirsch into the zone, gets around everybody. Kirsch looking for the tie. Oh, tied that one up along the side of the cage. Couldn't find a cage. And it's still 2-1. Back out to the point. Tipped in nicely by Brunetto. Keeps that one in. She'll be able to play around. Backhanded across and up and out of the zone it will go. McCray dumps one in. Back behind Brunetto. Waits. Throws this one out. Actually has LeBlanc. LeBlanc carries this one in. Shot. Glove save by Blackburn and held on to. She'll play it. 11:18 remaining. Face-off won by the East squad, at least with possession here. Back behind, it's Lauren Gray. Gray has a little bit of pressure there from Waddle, and opportunity on Gray with a backhand. Nice play to get it on net, but it's going to be saved. Back down it goes. Battling off is Pilarski. Back down, Ashlyn Graham. Be dumped on and held on to by Blackburn. 10:49 remaining in the second. Face off one back, and behind it will be Lauren Gray behind the net. Gray leaves it, and Caitlin Carnes will pick it up. Carnes carries it out of the zone. Backhands this one across. It'll go behind the net, picked up by Qualey. Lauren Qualey leaves this one, that'll be picked up by Waddle. Stick back by Porter. They'll regroup. Back out and cleared past the Central squad. Out to regroup back into their own zone. 10-10 remaining in the frame. Carnes. This one behind. Nice play there by Pilarski. But they'll regroup. Central has an opportunity 3-on-1, but they'll leave the puck at the line. Wilson goes back and does collect it, but it goes back around, and it'll be dumped back out for Pluck. Pluck loses the puck. Laboda. They'll dump this one back in. Chappell's going to chase this one down, but it's going to be East getting there first. Pluck throws one off. That'll be tipped back out. Goes right back to Pluck. She looks to throw the puck back through. Has Cabrera back with her, but it's going to be picked up by Chappell. Out for Sydney Wilson. Wilson passes one out, and it's going to find Jin. And back out it goes. Warner throws one across. It'll be dumped in, and the length of the net, but no icing on the play. Anna Daniel dumps this one up across and picked up and carried out. The East squad will get it in the zone. Megan Cabrera. Cabrera throws one across, nobody home. It'll be Pluck in the far corner having to regroup. A little pressure from the Central squad, just going to pass this one out. And it was picked up temporarily by Central, but East keeps it in. Teresa Warner throws one across, and it'll be picked up and dumped out for Eichhorn. Eichhorn into the zone. Eichhorn waits, throws one through. Saved back down McCrae. McCrae, I believe this one LeBlanc, bounces this one off, and then gets a nice bounce. It goes right to McKenzie. McKenzie with an opportunity, has one coming to her. McKenzie, slap shots, going to be saved and wide. Back down behind, goes right to McKenzie, but it's going to be picked up by McCrae. McCrae leaves one around, finds Eichhorn. Eichhorn up across, and a big pickup by Peets. Fox Chappell's Peets gets the puck back, and it gets dumped down. McCrae looking for the hat trick. Shot is blocked. Rebound comes out. Picked up by McKenzie, and it'll be tipped back around. LeBlanc right back to the line. Out it goes, but picked up by Central. Peets throws one up for McCrae. McCrae into the zone. Looks on the backhand. McCrae. There's one on. Save made. Comes around. Peets is going to pick it up. Fox Chapel native will get this one, but it goes back out. Opportunity coming the other way. It's going to be Kirsch. Kirsch has McKenzie. Uses McKenzie. Looks for the tip in front. It's going to be tipped off of his skate, however. McKenzie is going to pick it back up. Throws one through for Kirsch. It's going to be Central picking up with McCrae coming the other way. McCrae into the zone. McCrae in. Looks for the hat. He got it. It's the hat trick for Rachel McCrae. Goes 5-hole. And the Baldwin senior gets the hat trick. (3-1) Central lead, 7:05 remaining in the second frame. Shots are 14-13 in favor of Central. But McCrae, 3 goals here today. Waddle steps in with Graham. It'll be one back. These 3 groups in their zone. Yak Mack throws this one up and picks it up by Ash. Out comes the East squad. Carnes is having a hard time working with Ash along the boards. Carnes carries it across. She'll backhand it where it'll be picked up by Yakmak. But Carnes going to battle her into the wall. Yakmak standing. She'll pick up the puck and throws this one to her tip. Brunetto goes down. Back behind Yakmak. Up for Ash. Ash will throw this one around. Oh, nice pass there to find Gray. Lauren Gray into the zone. Comes in, shot. St. Henry scores! Gets the second opportunity on it. 6:04 remaining. 3-2 is your score. Lauren Gray from Franklin Regional the first year. 3-2. 6:04 remaining in the second frame. Beautiful job waiting for the pass and bouncing one off the boards where Gray could find it. Gets behind the defender and just comes across the crease for the goal. Carrying in is Pilarski. Wilson leaves it back around and it'll be dumped across. Jin will dump this one down. It'll be chased down and Quayle tries to touch up, but it is an icing call. 5:49 remaining in the second. I apologize if I sound a little rough. I haven't called a game in almost 2 months. Face off back to the point. Pilarski lays one down. East throwing it around, looking for an opportunity there. Big shot and a save on a shot by Laboda by Brady Blackburn. Laboda, the Freeport first year. A lot of ninth graders in the lineup for both these squads. And as I said, this is my third year calling this league. The future is bright. You like to see more and more of the lower numbers. And of course, you like to see the seniors and the juniors and the sophomores. But, you know, when you see a lot of freshmen, this is what it's about, growing this league. We have, 9 teams this year. We started with 6, went to 7. We were able to add 2 this year. We're running out of directions to give team names to. Back around it goes. Pilarski. Right, somebody picked up. Wilson leaves it. Chappell opportunity carries it into the zone. Chappell shot, save, rebound, comes back out. It'll be a little bit of help there by Cabrera. They'll come back around. Tipped across by Laboda. Back down. They picked up by Pilarski. Pilarski gets around a defender. Goes through her own defenders to get back out. Pilarski tips one back down, but it'll be cleared out of the zone. Picking it up and coming the other way is Leah Eichhorn, and it's going to go in and out of play. 4:34 remaining in a second. 3-2 is your score. Central leading. Hat trick for Rachel McCrae. Goals by Kirsch and Gray for the East squad. Back around it goes. Opportunity here by Graham. She'll wait to leave it back behind. Graham is it for McKenzie. It'll be dumped in. And it'll be shot in. Oh, opportunity for Eichhorn. As Porter misplayed it, and it was just tipped in just wide of the net. McKenzie's going to get sticked off by Lazaro, and Kirsch brings it into the zone. Kirsch waits, regroups, gets the offense going back. It'll be picked up by Anna Daniel. Daniel leaves it around. Up by Graham. Graham shot on save made. Rebound comes on, and Blackburn takes offense to something, and we have a little bit extra. It's McKenzie. It's roughed up in front of the net. We talked about what Brady Blackburn did last season, bringing in relief and being able to win the championship with the Southwest squad. Sorry, the Southeast squad, she wasn't able to. Kylie McKenzie 2 years ago, the overtime winner to give the East squad the inaugural championship for the Girls League in overtime. There is history in this league in its third season. Around, it's going to be Gray, dumping one behind. Cabrera. Funny thing, we talk about this history. They're both juniors this year, so they have more time. They have one more year after this. Behind it goes Cabrera. That'll be picked up by Eichhorn, and it'll go outside the zone. Be picked up by Caitlin Carnes, who dumps this one on the backhand. But Gray battles with her along the boards. Carrying out is McCrae into the zone. McCrae gets tipped back out, and in goes Warner. Goes back down and behind. It'll be an icing call. 2:24 remaining in the second frame. Two games at the Island on Thursday. Currently scheduled for the 10-band TV crew to be out there, Southwest and West and South and Northwest. You'll hear the soothing melodic voice of Matt Popchalk on that call. One more game, it'll be all the way up in Altoona. East will head up to play Northeast at the Galactic Ice on Thursday. Face off to the left of the central cage. Chappell will let this one go out for Gin, and it'll come back out to the point. Kept in by Brunetto. Gonna be dumped back in, and Carnes dumps this one up along to the half wall. Brunetto misplays it, but oh, big hit with Chappell. They'll go back down. Go down, and they are gonna call a penalty here on Brunetto for a trip. 1:25 remaining in the frame. Central will head to the advantage. Yep, they're going to face off all the way down. Stepping in across, it'll be the East squad losing this one. Carnes in the near corner. Sorry, the far corner. Carnes gets the backhand, gets muscled off. Come back down. It'll be dumped out and picked up by Graham. She'll bounce it out. McCrae will pick it up. McCrae setting up the offense from the corner. McCrae throws one around for Lazaro. Lazaro's shot tipped around. Rebound goes in, and that's going to go in the net. And that's going to be a goal by Leah Eichhorn on a tip in front. And it's 4-2 on the power play. Leah Eichhorn, a Baldwin. Like I said, that youth movement. Another ninth grader. First year, as I'm going to call them. 58 seconds remaining in the second frame. It'll be one back. Quayle throws one out past Pilarski. We dump back into the zone. Pilarski up across looking for Graham. Waddle. But I will leave this one across. It'll be picked up McKenzie. McKenzie brings it in. McKenzie throws one across, opportunity there. Couldn't finish it up. Was Cabrera. Back out to the point. Quayle will dump this one through. Looking back out, trying to get around Pilarski. And doing so is Hurst. And it'll come back in offside. 23 seconds remaining in the frame. Cabrera wins the faceoff back to Pilarski. Pilarski will bring it into the zone. Pilarski comes through, opportunity here, shot. Save made by Blackburn. McKenzie takes another attempt on that one, and Blackburn takes offense again. 16 seconds remaining in the frame. McKenzie will take a penalty this time. Heads to the box. It will be a power play for the Central squad. I don't know if they called an unsportsmanlike conduct there. I didn't see the signal. With 16 seconds remaining in the frame, will face off to the right of Caitlin Porter. A one-in shot on. Porter will make the save and hold on. 10 seconds to go. One back across, Bianchilli leaves this, and it's going to go outside the zone. 5 seconds remaining. Central will just dump this one back in, and that will be the end of the second frame with your score. Central 4 and East 2. We'll be back after the ice cut with your third period here at Palmer Imaging Arena. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is the PIHL Girls League on 10-Band TV and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Back here for the third frame, Central leading East, and it'll be a face-off one forward attempted by Kirsch. It's going to be cleared back into the corner. They're going to go back. Carnes will dump this one in with Kirsch. It'll go back behind, picked up behind by Anna Daniel. Daniel will try to get one around. It'll be back up, and it'll be Eichhorn getting the puck in front, not looking for the backhand. Goes back to the forehand shot, will be tipped up and behind the net. It'll go back, picked up by the Central squad. McCrae throws one around. Kirsch will collect, and it'll go back out. Lazaro tipped out, looking for Kirsch. It's going to be back down, up, and Lazaro will dump this one, and save made back down McCrae. McCrae with a hat trick in this contest already. Back behind Eichhorn with the other goal for the Central squad. 16:10 remaining in the third. Central wheeling and dealing on the power play to start here. They'll have 46 seconds remaining in the advantage. It'll be cleared out, and chasing it down is Caitlin Carnes. Carnes looks up, nice play to carry it up, finds Peets coming into the zone. Down, it'll be cleared back out, and Lazaro will dump this one back in. There'll be an icing call on the play. 15:35 remaining. And we'll have a face-off all the way back down to the right of Brady Blackburn. Chappell steps in with Alyssa Polarski. It's again all these new names, old names, names that I'm trying to remember as we go. We're still out there. We're gonna, like I said, we'll catch them as we go. That's Layla Barber dumping this one around the corner. Goes past Olivia Yakmak. Chasing it down is Allie Chappell. Chappell waits, throws one on net, glove down, held on to by Porter. 15:11 remaining in the third frame. Face off to the left of Porter. Chappell will step in with Polarski. It'll be won by Chappell, but maintained by the East squad. That is Cabrera. Cabrera will throw this one through. It goes through the slot. Pushed off to Lauren Gray. Gray dumps one out of the zone. It'll go the length of the ice. It's going to go on net and touched by Blackburn. She'll fall on it as there was a little bit of pressure from Lily Ash. 14:51 remaining in the third. And also the unique thing about this league, a lot of these players you're talking about, possibly U14s playing against U18, U19s, U16s, it's all mixed in. So a lot of the younger players are playing against players significantly in higher leagues than their developmental teams or their junior teams or their travel teams. So it's a nice, practice for them to play against bigger, more established players over the years. Bianchilli will carry this one in. It's going to be offside by the Central squad. 14:24 remaining in the frame. That's another thing about this league that you don't realize, the third year of doing it, is that these players are playing against players that are 2 divisions higher than they are. Some of these first years, these freshmen, 9th graders will be doing that this year. Back this time, Kaylee Lazaro behind the net. Back around, that'll be Grace Laboda. Cleared up by Danica Watto. Watto will leave this one across, and it'll come back out. East will bring it back in. Nice play there by Briley Webb. Back into the corner. Webb looks for the backhand, gets around. It's going to come back out to the point past Olivia Yakmak. They'll chase it down. Porter comes out, plays it. 13-14 remaining in the frame. Carrying it out is the junior, Yakmak. Bates throws one across that goes behind the net. We back out past Anna Daniel, chasing it down. Opportunity here is Eichhorn, who had a tip earlier for the 4th goal for Central. Webb throws this one out, and it'll be picked up by Teresa Warner. She'll dump this one in, and it'll bounce off a couple sticks and into the zone. Megan Cabero will bring this one out, and here will be Kylie McKenzie 2-on-1. She makes the pass, gets it across, but it gets too far for Ashlyn Graham on the rebound, and it'll come back out and past Eichhorn. Brunetto will dump this one down. Kept in. Madison Kirsch coming in. Opportunity here. Shot. Big save by Brady Blackburn on Madison Kirsch. 12:43 remaining in the frame. Kirsch came in, came across, got on a backhand, but Blackburn wasn't fooled, was able to get down low as Kirsch went for the lift. Held on to it, and we are still at a 2-goal lead for the Central squad. Kirsch steps in with Chappell. It'll be won by Kirsch. Brunetto's shot will go wide of the net. Back behind, opportunity. Not ready for it was Blackburn on the shot by Graham. An opportunity coming the other way. Ginn into the zone. Ginn will shoot this one. Ginn behind the net. Brunetto muscles her into the corner, goes around Sydney Wilson. The Beaver Bobcat comes in, played varsity with the single A squad this season. Good season for Beaver this year. Both teams, actually all 3 teams from the, that's going to be a penalty coming up against the Central squad, but all 3 teams from the Brady's Run complex having phenomenal seasons this year. Madison Kirsch carries it in east with a delayed penalty. Gets the extra attacker on. Kirsch throws one back. Yakmak up across. She'll find Ash. Ash looks for the shot in front, but it'll be touched by Central, and we will have ourselves a whistle and a penalty. It's going to be a roughing call against Sydney Wilson. 11:37 remaining in the third. We'll have a face-off down low, with the East squad heading to the advantage. Face-off coming down. Across, Quayle tips this one back into the corner. It'll go up and kept in by Gray. Gray will dump this one behind. It's going to bounce off a skate and back out of the zone. Yakmak will pick it up. Olivia Yakmak into the zone. Waits. There's one on, blocked around, picked up to the point. Quayle waits, thinks about it. The Hempfield product will throw this one through the crease. Oh, big save by Blackburn. Redirects it outside. Yakmak backhands this across. It'll be picked up by Lily Ash. Ash has to get in front of that one. It'll be out to the point. Nice. Oh, Quayle keeps it in. Opportunity here, and it does come out on the play, on the ensuing play. But nice play by Quayle to keep that puck in. Goes back up. Gray throws one across, tries to find Ash. Ash throws one down, picked up by the Central squad. Opportunity coming the other way. 1:05 remaining in the power play. 10:39 remaining in the frame. It'll go back around. Ash waits. It's going to be battled off with Talia Hurst. It's going to be picked up, and Peets tries to throw one in behind, where the East will have to regroup. 45 seconds remaining in the advantage. Hurst, nice play to dump this one back in the corner. Tick-tock, tick-tock. The clock goes goodbye. We've got 36 seconds remaining in the advantage. In comes McKenzie. McKenzie gets around a couple defenders, but Caitlin Carnes, nice play to break that one up. Oh, Kirsch breaks that one around. Opportunity here. Kirsch shot, scores with authority. And it's 4-3 power play goal for Madison Kirsch, her second of the game. 9:56 remaining in the third frame. 4-3 now is your score. Central leading East. Kirsch getting a power play goal. Get the East squad back within 1. Coming back out of the zone, Lazaro waits. McKenzie all over her. McKenzie picks it up and keeps it in. They're saying she kept it in, but it wasn't possibly. I mean, there's a lot of argument on the bench about that as an offside, but no replay here. Back in, Kirsch throws one down. McKenzie in the corner. Goes back out to the point. Shot in by Cabrera, and it's going to be a save by Blackburn. She'll hold on. 9:24 remaining in the third frame. Shots are now 23-19 in favor of the East squad, but they trail by 1. Once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. This is PIHL Girls League Hockey on 10band.tv and Pittsburgh Hockey Digest. Thank you for joining me from Palmer Imaging Arena here in Delmont, Pennsylvania. Face-off will be one back. Up, cleared on, and we'll go back. Briley Webb. Back behind. It'll be carried by Teresa Warner. The Hampton native will just dump this one back across center. Looking to find Rachel McCrae, who has 3 goals on this game so far. But right now, the game winner belongs to Leah Eichhorn. If it does stay where we're at, but Emily Pluck hopefully has something to say about that. Back down it goes behind. Back up for Eichhorn. She backhands one out looking for McCrae. They'll wait, get around a couple defenders, have to skate around. McCrae battles off and back down it goes. They'll be picked up, and East will just dump this one back in. Carnes battles in the front with Pluck. It'll be picked up and carried in and shot on, blocked by Briley Webb behind the net. Out it comes. Caitlin Carnes into the zone. Carnes looking for the backhand save made, held on to, and Porter will keep it out with 8 minutes remaining in the frame. Face-off one back by the East squad. Brunetto behind the net. Around, it'll be picked up. And, oh, nice turnaround shot opportunity there. Trying to get the number on the player. That was Danica Waddle from Beaver, the sophomore. Got a turnaround opportunity. 7:49 remaining in the third frame. We'll face off to the left of Porter, and it'll be won by the East squad. Back up. Gray looks for the backhand around, but it's going to be kept in by Lazaro. Back down it goes. That'll be Cabrera. Cabrera throws one out to the point. Barber loses this one. It's going to be Gray coming out of the zone. Lauren Gray waits, throws one. It's going to be blocked. Rebound comes along to the half wall. Central tries to get out of the zone. It does do so. It's going to go the length. Pilarski's going to chase it, but it's going to be Lily Ash getting there first. Ash up off the half wall. Falling down with a little bit of connection there was Lauren Gray, and East squad will dump this one out. Lazaro up across, dumping it in, and Gray's going to chase this one down. Might have an opportunity. Gray is going to get there. No icing on the play. She throws one on net. Opportunity here. Pilarski up to the point. Shot on by Yakmak. Goes back into the court. It'll be blocked back out to the point. Yakmak keeps it. Dumps it down low. Opportunity here. McKenzie couldn't get to it. It's going to be picked up and dumped around. The East squad trying to keep it in. Yakmak gets the body in front of that. Throws one opportunity here. Shot on the play by Graham. Goes back down. East squad with a little bit of pressure down low. Lazaro leaves this one. Bianchuli back down. Shot. Look for the tip in front for McKenzie. They'll battle around. We have a penalty coming up. It's going to be a slashing call. And it's going to be on Biancholi. 6:17 remaining. East heading to the power play, down by 1. Biancholi with a slashing call. A junior from New Brighton. Face off to B1 back. Be dumped in behind. Central will carry this one up and out of the zone. Carnes with a nice play to get it back into the corner. Anna Daniel throws one around, finds Ashlyn Graham out of the zone, but kept in by Jin. And thrown on and held on to by Caitlin Porter. 5:44 remaining. $1:27 remaining in the penalty. East going to have a face-off to the right of Porter. Down by 1. And it'll be one back by Central. It's going to be Eichhorn battling behind to get it around, burn a little time off the clock. 1:13 remaining, and it's going to be McKenzie coming into the zone. McKenzie waits, throws one through, but it's going to be picked up by McCrae. McCrae trying to get it outside the zone. And carrying it is Kirsch in onside. Kirsch gets around, looking for McKenzie, but it's going to bounce back out for Brunetto. Corinne Brunetto is the regroup. Back around for Graham, back to Kirsch. Kirsch comes in, looking for the HT. Throws one on, it's going to be windmilled by Blackburn and held on to. 4:58 remaining in the third. 41 seconds remaining in the penalty. 4-3 is your score. Central leading East. East with a little bit of power play time to go. Face off one across. It'll go back out to the point. Shot goes through, glove save, and held on to by Blackburn. Cabero with the shot from the point, from Franklin Regional. Bradley Webb will step in, across for Emily Pluck. Pluck throws one out, past Cabera, and they're going to make it outside the zone. A little chase there. Dump across. And offside is going to be the call as Bradley Webb came in off. We'll have a face-off outside the zone. It'll be directly in front of the central net. 4:34 remaining in the frame. Face off one back to Carnes. Carnes will carry it back into the zone, dump this one out. Brunetto will chase it down into the zone. Corinne Brunetto. Ooh. They dump down, no trip on the play. And that's another detail of the history of this league. As she's not playing in net tonight, but this is the, the two goaltenders are dressed tonight that have won the last two championships. Brunetto was in net. I believe she had I believe it was 73 saves in that double overtime win, or that overtime win for the first season. She was the goaltender of record for the championship. And Blackburn last year's winner. It'll be Olivia Yakmak carrying into the zone. Quayle will chase this one down along the half wall. Coming across. Picked up, and Ash will just dump this one into the zone. It goes wide of the net. It'll be Barber leaving it behind. Sydney Wilson leaves it back for Barber. Barber dumps this one up along to the point. Yakmak keeps it in. Throws one through, and it'll bounce up in the air, and it'll be cleared out by Wilson. Yakmak throws one back down. Throwing it out is Teresa Warner. And out it comes Sydney Wilson. Wilson back up for Lauren Quayle. This Hempfield Spartan will leave it up for Ash. Lily Ash from Elizabeth forward. It's taken down, and there'll be a penalty coming up. Let's see what they call. This one's going to be on Central once again. It's going to be Rachel McCrae. And it's going to be for a hooking minor. 2:59 remaining in the frame. East heading back to the advantage. Down by 1. Let's see if John Yakmak waits to see what his what he wants to do here. But on rebound, comes back, big save, and held on to. Little extra in front. And I don't believe I need to tell you who everybody's going after. Who's in there mucking it up in front of the net, other than Kylie McKenzie. 2:52 remaining in the period, 1:54 remaining in the power play. Kirsch loses the face-off. It'll be cleared out. And the East squad will have to go back behind Daniel. Waits, throws one up. Finds Kirsch coming outside the zone, gets around 2 defenders, and here she comes. Maddie Kirsch with a full head of steam back around to the half wall, back up to the point. Daniel throws this one back behind, finds Kirsch. McKenzie's in front. Kirsch is just going to carry it in behind, throws one through, looks for the tip in front. It's going to be shot back out, and net comes off. 2:19 remaining in the period, 1:21 remaining in the penalty. Haven't had the call in net coming off today. If you know any of my previous 6 broadcasts, you'll know that that's been something we had to do here at Palmer Imaging Arena, so that the net continually came off. Kirsch is going to take the shot. Big save. Rebound comes back down. Carnes in the near corner. It'll be picked up and tipped around. Eichhorn will take it and dump this one back along. That'll bounce off of Cabrera. Megan Cabrera will bounce this one around for Anna Daniel. She'll carry it outside the zone. Daniel waits. Throws one through. Opportunity here for Kirsch. Kirsch brings it in. Throws one on. Save made. Rebound comes back. It'll be Kylie McKenzie. McKenzie around looking for Kirsch, but it's going to come back outside. It's going to go the length. 37 seconds remaining in the power. 1:30 remaining in the frame. Almost a turnover there to Eichhorn. It'll be picked up, and just going through Ashlyn Graham is the puck. Carnes is going to make a big heads-up play to grab the puck and just dump this one back in. Porter behind the net. 1:18 remaining in the frame and 19 seconds remaining in the power play. They are calling a penalty here against the East squad. What are they calling? It's going to be Olivia Yakmak heading off for a rough. And with 1:17 remaining, it's going to be 4-on-4, and then Central with an advantage in 19 seconds. Goes back down, up to the point. It's going to be picked up and carried out by Kirsch. Madison Kirsch across. Kirsch, shot. Oh, big save. And knocks the net off the moorings. 1:05 remaining. 7 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. 1:05 remaining in the frame. Drop to the face-off to the right. And they're going to pull the goaltender here, make it 5-on-5 here momentarily. It's trying to get a goal here late. And it'll bounce off. Lauren Gray will carry the puck. It's going to pick up the Kirsch. They're going to go 5-on-5 here as the goaltender is pulled. Coming in. Gray shot. Save made. Rebound comes behind Gray. Looks for the wrap. It's going to go through the crease. Kirsch is not there. Has to go to the half wall. Kirsch throws him back out to the point. Daniel shot. Looks for the tip in front. Goes around. Finds nobody but a silver shirt. That's going to be dumped back out to the point. That'll be picked up by Cabrera. Back around. Kirsch is going to carry this one in. Kirsch gets tripped up. And that's going to be a penalty against Central. They'll touch up. 32 seconds remaining in the frame. And we'll have a 5-on-4 pseudo power play with the goaltender pulled for the East squad. Now, it is an advantage. It's an empty net, but it is not a power play. It is not a power play. The face-off is down low. It'll be one. It'll go off the netting, or the whistle will be dead. 28 seconds as it goes off the stanchion on the roof. This is not a power play. This is a pulled extra attacker. It's off. We won forward by Kirsch. Kirsch behind the net. It'll be cleared up. Opportunity for McKenzie. It does picked up by the silver shirts. Falling on. It's an opportunity for McKenzie. Brings it in. So a rebound comes around. It's going to be 19 seconds remaining. It's going to be cleared up to the point. It's going to be out, and they're going to have to regroup. Cabrera waits. Regroups, throws this one down. McCrae's it out of the net. McCrae will throw this one outside the zone. 8 seconds remaining in the frame. Daniel passes this one out. Kirsch does get it into the zone, but it's going to be 2 seconds. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The Central squad, your winners this evening by the score 4-3. Thank you all for coming out and watching this game this evening, and thank you for watching at home. Final score here from the Palmer Imaging Arena in Delmont, Pennsylvania. The Central Squad 4, the East Squad 3. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here this evening. Enjoy the remainder of your night here. Take care.